What's the crack, YouTubers? I just thought I'd do a quick sort of tactical video. And what I have here is a 1750 point orc army list. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going to a tournament at the end of January, WarpCon, which is down in Cork, which is in the south of Ireland. And I'm thinking about rocking a list something similar to this. Now I'll quickly go over the points of the army and why I've selected them. So we'll have a quick look at the army list here itself. Now forgive the mess, it's not set out nice and neatly. This is a rough draft. I advise any new orc players to get used to this sort of idea of having a rough draft of your army list. Maybe you want to have some units in, maybe you don't. Maybe you want to take some unit upgrades and then you decide not to take them. So it's always good to have a rough draft and always have an army list written down before you play against somebody. Because there could be a number of problems associated with not having an army list. Tournaments won't let you play unless you have an army list, and some people won't play against you unless you have an army list with you, because you could be cheating. Like, it could be intentional, it could be unintentional. So I'll go over really quick what I've thrown into this list. As you can see, I've decided not to take power claws and stuff like that, so there actually is 2 claws. Awesome. Right. So it's 10 knobs, a battle wagon, a big mech, 2 more battle wagons, 10 borners, then 20 boys, 5 death copters, then another battle wagon, 20 more boys, and 10 Gretchen. I do this every now and then. It's just a rough sketch of what the army will look like when it's displayed. It gives me a model count. With orc armies, I like to make sure that there's enough models on the table, because if you make too much of an elite army and you put too many of your eggs in the one basket, like if I took Gazgul and like loads of mega armored knobs in a battle wagon that was souped up to the nines, it would be an awesome unit, but it would suck because it would be the only unit you depend on. So here's a quick look at what I'm thinking about bringing. Right, so 2 troops choices: 20 boys, Slugger Chopper, Knob, Power Claw, Boss Paul. Second troop choice: 20 boys, Shooters, Knob, Power Claw, Boss Paul. That's my 2 troops choices. Like the 40k orcs always says, boys before toys. Always bring units of boys with you. Always. These guys are in unit size 20 because the battle wagon's maximum transport capacity is 20. Normally if you're bringing these on foot, I suggest the bigger the unit the better, due to their mob rule. Third unit I brought, I had a few points left over, so I solely, for objective capturing reasons, I brought 10 grots. Basically these guys will be in reserve, will move on to an objective and then just go to ground, and either they'll get blown off the objective or I'll capture it, because hopefully most people don't really pay attention to grots, especially if you have this sort of stuff screaming across the battlefield at you. You're not really going to care about that, but you never know, it could come in handy. Fast attack, 5 death copters with twin link rocket launchers. They are awesome sauce. I wanted a little ace up my sleeve, and that's these bad boys here. They'll mix things up a bit if there's guys like Imperial Guard with basilisks and Medusa rocket launchers over the other side of the battlefield, taking your shit out. These guys coming in from the flank, popping off rockets, they tend to mix the game up a bit. Now I haven't got the model fully, but each battle wagon will have a death roller and 4 big shooters. The point being, they'll be able to take out the big shooter with a strength of 5, and will be able to take out light armoured vehicles. So guys I can't outrun, like Elder or Dark Elder, I can shoot 12 shots per battle wagon? 12 strength 5 shots coming out of a battle wagon at, I don't know, a Elder Grav tank. It's bound to do something. Maybe on like side armor shots or something like that. Armor 12 it's not going to do anything against, but armor 11, yeah, that, you know, I'll get something off. Worst case scenario, I'm stuck with running shit down with my death roller. That's the basic concept behind the army, really. These guys here, 10 knobs. Knobs are awesome sauce. On the charge, it's still getting chopping knobs. Now these aren't tooled up to the nines the way knobs really should be, with a pain boy, and then you put in like power claws and all different stuff for wounds allocation. But 10 knobs, slug and chop it. That's 5 strength 5 attacks per model on the charge. That's pretty freaking awesome. Like, they're a unit to be feared by themselves. So I brought those boys along just for a bit of the crunch. And then I have another ace up my sleeve here. 10 Borna boys. I plan to drive a battle wagon up beside something. These boys will throw a template down, and then the number of hits on the template, you just multiply it by the number of people in the unit. So these 10 guys in the battle wagon drive up, flamethrower comes out. It's like, yeah, I hit 5 of your guys, but they all fire simultaneously, so it'll be 10 times the hits on the template, and then that's how many wounds we get. So these guys tend to come up and mess people up. If you've never played against Bornas before, it's a nasty surprise. If you know that there's Bornas in the enemy orc army, I suggest you blow them the crap up very quickly. Also, Bornas are handy for their Borna ability. They can either fire as a flamethrower or as a power weapon, and it's the only access that orcs have to power weapons. So they come in handy. Say there's a unit of 5 Terminators about to rip a battle wagon up, or they're sitting on an objective and you need to shift them. These guys are glass hammers. Basically, these guys come in, they power attack the crap out of them, hopefully they kill them, and they get destroyed subsequently themselves, either by being killed by the unit they've just attacked and badly damaged, or they kill the enemy unit and then your opponent realises their potential and just shoots the crap out of them. So they don't have much staying power, but when they hit, they pack a punch. And then the last piece of the army is the mech with the custom force field. He'll be deployed either with like the Bornas or the Knobs in one of the battle wagons, because it has a transport capacity of 20 and there's only 10 models on each of those units. So this will be the HQ. So HQ, 2 elites, that's a heavy support. This one counts as a dedicated transport for the Knobs. This is another 2 heavy support, 3 troops and a fast attack, and that's 70 and 50 points. So I'm going to be doing a battle, getting a bit of practice before the tournament against my friend Matt and his Dark Elder. So we'll see how that goes, and yeah, I'll get a battle report out to you soon. I may change up the list, I may not. If there's anything in it you think I should add or take away, feel free to add in comments, and feel free to subscribe, guys, if you like what you're seeing. Alright, so until next time, take it easy, guys.